Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. This is the last question before starting the trading income. After this question, there's a practice question of the name is Shuttle, question 43 in our book. Page of the book is 61. After doing this question, inshallah, we'll start trading income, that is self-employment, which is an extremely important area. Whatever we have studied, everything was important, and whatever we are going to study, it is also very, very important, which means that entire ATX is very important. Okay, that is you need to know. And one thing more you need to know is I only teach important things. Okay, I never teach least important things. I always teach the most important things. So let's read the question. It's 11 marks question. First, what I am going to do, I'll explain the entire question on my screen, and then obviously we are going to solve this question on Excel. Okay, let's see what it says. Calculate Shuttle's income tax liability for the tax year 2021. All you need is just calculate income tax liability for 2021. 2. Calculate the amount of tax relief obtained by Shuttle as a consequence of gross PPC 1,20,000 she made on 6 April 2022 or 2020. Calculate the amount of the tax relief. I would say leave the point number 2 for a moment. Just let us concentrate only on requirement 1. And then after completing requirement 1, we'll come to requirement 2, and then I'll read it again. And then I'll explain you actually what poetry in point number 2 is written and what poet wants to say in point number 2. Wait for that. You assume no reduction to the pension allowance was necessary for the tax year prior to no reduction to the pension annual allowance was necessary for the tax year prior to 2021. Basically, the hint is given to you that in the prior to 2021 there wasn't any reduction in annual allowance. Means what? As we have studied before, that every individual in UK, those they are basically members of registered pension scheme, they get annual allowance limit of £40,000. But this limit does reduce when two conditions are met. One is when the threshold income is more than 200,000, and second is when adjusted income is more than 240. When these both two conditions are met, then annual 40,000 annual allowance limit also reduces. So your examiner says prior to 2021 there wasn't any reduction, which means that prior to 2021 entire 40,000 was available in each year. It has another meaning. Another meaning is in the tax year 2021 you need to check if both the conditions are met, like threshold income is more than 200,000 and adjusted total income is more than 240, then annual allowance limit will reduce. And let me tell you one more thing. Whatever I've just discussed right now, the threshold income is more than 200,000 and adjusted total income is more than 240, and then annual allowance limit will reduce. Only those students can understand these things. They are actually not only watching my videos, they are revising also. It's very easy to understand P6 and it is very easy to forget P6 also, because it needs practice. You need to bring a really good command on the rules, and you can only get the grip on the rules when you are practicing. Practice makes the men perfect. It's not only men, practice makes the women perfect also. So we can say this, practice makes everyone perfect. So you need practice, practice and practice. This is a simple formula. Most of the time students, they ask me a question, sir, whenever I look at the question, I feel just blank. I feel that I don't know nothing, because you're not practicing enough. You need to practice. You need to do one question at least 2 to 3 times properly. Then you will be getting a really good grip. Okay. So let's attack on the question. Let's do first part 1. We just need to calculate income tax liability of Shuttle, and then we'll come to point number 2. Don't worry. So I have given some of the tips how to study ATX P6. Okay. Your firm has been asked to provide advice to Shuttle in connection with the personal pension contribution PPC, and 3 non-UK domicile individuals. We have no idea about, so far we have not studied relating to domicile. We'll study that inshallah also. In connection with the remittance basis, leave that. Look at this part here. Personal pension contribution. Shuttle has been the production director of Dean Limited since 1st Feb 2008. She's the director of this company. Okay. Shuttle joined the registered pension scheme on 6th April 2018. A very important one. Extremely important one. All those rules that you are getting annual allowance limit of 40,000 in case of pension. Okay. If the limit is unused, you can carry forward unused limit for 3 years, and unused annual allowance of 40,000 unused annual allowance can be carried forward for 3 years, 3 tax years, and it is used on FIFO basis. These things are only applicable when you are a member of a registered pension scheme. And Shuttle has become the member of the registered pension scheme in tax year 18-19. Look at this. It means before 18-19, if I talk about 17-18, even she contributed, not contributed, it is irrelevant for us, because in the tax year 17-18, Shuttle was not a member of registered pension scheme. So a very important point, extremely important point, let me repeat. The day an individual becomes a member of a registered pension scheme, only from that point onwards, all the rules of pension which we have studied, they are going to be applicable. If you're not a member of a registered pension scheme, then saying that unused annual allowance will be carried forward and unused will be used on FIFO basis is irrelevant. These things are irrelevant. So you have to make sure Shuttle has become the member of a registered pension scheme from the tax year 1890s to 1819. So therefore, from 1819 onwards, all the pension rules are applicable. Okay. 1718 is irrelevant for us. Shuttle tax position for the tax year 2021. Shuttle only source of income is her remuneration from Dean Limited. Okay. Shuttle annual salary, let me correct the salary, it is 204, it's not 304. So that's a typing error, you would say. Her salary is 2,04,000, still that's a really big enough salary, but it is 204, it is not 304. Okay. You will need to correct it. Shuttle lived in a house who's owned by Dean Limited for a period of time during the tax year 2021. So in entire tax year 2021, she did not live in that house which was provided by Dean Limited. It is written for a period of time. So we have to see and we have to read the question carefully, that how many months she lived in tax year 2021. For example, if she lived for 6 months, then there is going to be accommodation benefit for 6 months. But that's for sure, the way they have written, it's not going to be the whole year. Look at this, what it says. Let me read it again for you. Shuttle lived in a house owned by Dean Limited for a period of time during tax year 2021. What it says, for a period of time during the tax year 2021. Look at this, it's not saying, the moment you have read this, a period of time during the tax year 2021, it must come in your mind. It must. That she did not live for the entire tax year. So whatever accommodation benefit we are going to calculate, it is going to be time a portion. It cannot be the whole year, okay? The house provided by Dean Limited for Shuttle use was purchased by Dean Limited on 1st January 2008 for 500,000, which means it is an expensive accommodation. Has an annual value 7,000. Annual value 7,000 means that is the market value of the rent. Shuttle lived in the house from 1st Feb 2008 till 30th June 2020. A very, very important point. First thing, in the tax year 2021, she lived only for 3 months. The month of April, May and June. Look at this. Until 30th June 2020. Which means that in the current tax year for which we are working, for which we are going to calculate income tax liability for Shuttle, she lived only for 3 months. It means accommodation benefit which we need to calculate, it's going to be only for 3 months accommodation benefit. And there will be 2 benefits. One is basic benefit of the rent, and another is additional benefit. Why did I mention additional benefit? Because the accommodation is an expensive accommodation. If accommodation is an expensive accommodation, so obviously additional benefit will come. But the basic benefit as well as the additional benefit, both will be of only for 3 months. Why 3 months? Because in the current year, she lived in 2021 only for 3 months in the property accommodation which is provided by Dean Limited. Another very important concept. What is that? On 1st January or 2008, Dean Limited purchased the property, and on 1st Feb 2008, the property was given to Shuttle. Okay? Which means that 6-year rule cannot be applied. What is that 6-year rule, sir? Let me tell you. If owner has purchased the property, number 1, number 2, it is an expensive accommodation, and number 3, before providing accommodation to the employee, if more than 6 years have been passed. Then we replace the cost with the market value while calculating the additional benefit. But this rule is not applicable over here because in January 2008, owner purchased the property, and just in Feb 2008, and just very next month, the property was given to Shuttle. So even though the accommodation ownership period of the company is more than 6 years, but this is irrelevant. What is the relevant rule? Let me repeat. Number 1, owner has purchased the accommodation. Number 2, the accommodation must be an expensive accommodation. And number 3, please listen number 3 point very carefully. Before providing accommodation to the employee, before handing over the accommodation to the employee, more than 6 years of the ownership have been passed. Only in that case, we replace the cost with the market value. This rule is not applicable over here because when the property was actually given to the Shuttle, the day the property was given to the Shuttle, at that time 6 years were not passed, just hardly 1 month was passed. Okay. If the employee is living in the accommodation and ownership period exceeds more than 6 years, more than 10 years, you cannot replace cost with the market value. So let me repeat finally. Cost can only be replaced with the market value when number 1, owner has purchased the accommodation. Second, it is an expensive accommodation. And third, before providing accommodation to the employee, more than 6 years have been passed. So these more than 6 years did not pass when the accommodation was first provided to the Shuttle. So that is why cost cannot be replaced with the market value. They have given us a market value which is irrelevant for us. Okay. Let's go ahead. Contribution to Shuttle's personal pension scheme. Shuttle has been made the following gross PPC. In the tax year 1819, she contributed 9,000. April 19. Oh, okay. Tax year this is 1819, 1918, 1920. She contributed 38. The tax year 2021, she wants to contribute 120. Okay. Dean Limited contribution is 4,000 in each tax year. It is not only the Shuttle. She is contributing in gross PPC. Her employer is also contributing 4,000 per tax year, which means that in the tax year 1819, actually the total contribution is 13,000. Why? 9,000 gross PPC was contributed by the Shuttle and the 4,000 was contributed by the Dean Limited. When it comes to 1920, the total contribution was 42,000. Now the question is, sir, we have a limit of 40,000 and in the tax year 1920, the total contribution was 42,000. How it works? Look at this. In the tax year 1819, total contribution is 13,000. In the tax year 1819, the total contribution is 13,000, but the limit is 40, which means that, look at this. In tax year 1819, from 40,000, if I deduct 13, so I'll get 27,000, okay. And what is happening in the tax year 1920? The limit is 40 and total contribution is 42. How I'm going to use this 42? In tax year 1920, the limit is 40,000 and the total contribution is 42,000. Because 38,000 she has contributed and 40,000 Dean Limited. So what I'll be doing? From 1920, first I'll deduct 40,000. And remaining 2,000 I am deducting from the unused limit of 1819. By doing this, your unused limit of 1819 will be 25,000. Repeat. In 1819, the total contribution was 13,000. The limit is 40, which means in 1819 we have unused limit of 27,000. 1920, what is happening? Total contribution exceeds 40,000. So first we'll be deducting 40,000 from the limit of 1920. The remaining 2,000 will be deducted from the unused annual allowance limit of 1819. So right now we still have unused limit of 25,000. Okay. When it comes to tax year 2021, logically you will be having a brought forward unused limit of 25,000, okay, and the current year limit of 40,000, which means the total maximum contribution which Shuttle can make in 2021 is 65,000. If the total contribution goes till 65, that is Shuttle including Dean's Limited contribution is up to 65,000, then there will be no annual allowance charge. But if in the tax year 2021 the total contribution exceeds 65,000, then annual allowance charge will arise. Let me repeat. So logically in the tax year 2021, if the total contribution of shuttle including the Dean Limited is 65, then there will be no annual allowance charge. But if the total contribution exceeds 65 in the tax year 2021, there is going to be annual allowance charge, and on that annual allowance charge, obviously shuttle has to pay the tax. And interestingly, what is happening in 2021, her contribution is 120 and 4,000 is contributed by the company. Look at this. In tax year 2021, she has contributed gross 120. Dean Limited contributes every year 4,000, which means altogether their total contribution is 1,24,000, which means there is going to be annual allowance charge of 59,000. On this 59,000, shuttle has to pay the tax according to the availability of the bands. If some of the amount of 59,000, for example, falls in basic rate band, then applicable rate is going to be 20%. If it falls in higher rate band, then applicable rate is 40%. And if it falls in additional rate, so applicable tax rate is going to be 45%. Question. Sir, in the entire question, you did not discuss anything about 1718. Why I did not discuss 1718? Because in the tax year 1718, shuttle was not a member of registered pension scheme. First time ever in tax year 1819, actually shuttle became the member of registered pension scheme. So obviously all the rules are applicable from 1819 onwards. So these are the few things, and one more. Let's now. Okay, accommodation benefit is going to be only for 3 months. Okay, let me explain one more thing. Her salary is 204. Okay. The rent is 7,000. From this 7, I'll take 3 by 12. When it comes to additional benefit, I'll take 500,000. I'm going to deduct 75, and then what I'll be doing, I'll take 2.25% and 3 by 12. So basic benefit, additional benefit, I'm going to add. There is going to be her total income. Just let me use a calculator. Then I'll be solving this on properly on the Excel as well. Don't worry. So this is basic benefit is 1750. Let me check what is the additional benefit. When it comes to additional benefit, that is 2391. Okay. So altogether, let me check what is the employment income. So mashallah, she's earning a lot. It is 208,141. This is her employment income. Now obviously one question must come in your mind. If it is not coming, then you need a cup of coffee. Employment income, but too much coffee is not good for the health. Okay, you can go for tea. Tea is really good. Employment income is 208,141. Okay, now we need to check that in the tax year 2021, number one, shuttle is eligible for the personal allowance or not, or is there any reduction in the personal allowance? And second, we need to check one more thing. In the tax year 2021, is shuttle getting entire 40,000 annual allowance limit for the pension, or it is going to be reduced as well? Let me first check for the personal allowance. Personal allowance only reduces when someone is having adjusted net income more than 1 lakh. Repeat. Personal allowance only reduces when someone is having adjusted net income more than 1 lakh. Now the question is, sir, how do we calculate adjusted net income? My question is, my dear student, why you are asking this? Then a student normally replies to me, sir, as you know that I don't revise at all. I'm a really busy person. I don't get time for study. I'm a really busy person, sir. I spend 2 hours on Facebook. I spend 3 hours on television. I spend 5 hours with my family. I am a really busy person, sir. I don't have time to study. That is the problem. I am a really busy person. So my dear student, you have to take out some time for your study so that you can secure your future. And it is not your future, it is also the future of your family. And you know one thing, you have started the ACC and you have to complete it. So now it's your responsibility, it's your job. Whatever you have started, I don't know, whenever you have started, now it's time to complete it. Okay, so you have to take out the time. So let me tell you, how do we calculate adjusted net income? We take net income, which is 208,141, and we deduct gross PPC. So her gross PPC is 1,20,000. So obviously she is entitled to get the entire personal allowance because it is coming even less than 100,000. So look at this. Personal allowance 12,500 is available because ANI is less than 1 lakh. If someone is having ANI less than or even equal to 1 lakh, then obviously entire personal allowance is available. Personal allowance only reduces when adjusted net income exceeds more than 1 lakh. Another thing, the format of threshold income and ANI is same. And when it comes to the reduction of annual allowance of 40,000, annual allowance only reduces, annual allowance of 40,000 in case of pension only reduces when threshold income is more than 200,000 and adjusted income is more than 240. Even the one of the condition is not met, okay, even one of the conditions is not met, annual allowance limit will not reduce. Now listen and listen carefully. The format of net income and the format of threshold income is same. Since the threshold income is even not more than 200,000, so annual allowance of 40,000 is available in the current year 2021 and 40,000 limit will not reduce. Let me just remind you how do we calculate threshold income. Just a recap. Threshold income, we take net income, okay. From this net income, we deduct gross PPC. If this comes more than 200,000, if threshold income is more than 200,000, number one condition, and the second is adjusted income is more than 240. Adjusted income. And my dear students, you need to memorize these formats. Adjusted income. How do we calculate adjusted income? We take net income, okay. In this net income we add, let's say, employees contribution in OPPC, occupational pension plan. We add employers contribution in OPPC plus PPC. If employer has contributed for the employee in occupational pension plan, we add that also into this. If employer has contributed in personal pension scheme for the employee, we add that also. So you are going to get adjusted income. If this adjusted income exceeds, if adjusted income is more than 240, when two limits are met, two conditions are met. One is threshold income is more than 200,000 and adjusted income is more than 240. Then annual allowance limit of 40,000 starts reducing. And what is the formula of reduction? We write annual allowance, which is 40,000, and from this 40 we deduct the reduction. Formula is we take adjusted income minus 240 and into, you can say 1 upon 2 or 50%, the same thing. And this cannot become the zero. This amount, minimum amount is 4,000. It cannot be less than 4. So quickly I have given you the recap also when basically this annual allowance limit of 40,000 reduces. In this shuttle question, the 40,000 annual allowance in the current tax year is completely available. Why it is completely available? Because her threshold income is far more less than 200,000. But let me tell you one thing. While solving the question in exam, you have to tell your examiner, not examiner, actually marker, you have to tell your marker about this threshold income. Since threshold income is less than 200,000, that is why entire annual allowance limit is available. If you are not mentioning these things and you are solving the question, even though you are getting the right answer, for example, your income tax liability is same what the examiner is having, but still you will be losing at least 1 marks. Because the relevant rules, either they are due to those relevant rules, any impact on income tax liability comes or not, you need to tell your marker that you know these rules. So if you're not mentioning these things, you will be losing marks. So make sure whenever the relevant rules comes, you have to tell your marker. How? I'm going to explain that also, don't worry. So to be very honest, now what I want from you people. So what do you want? Tell us. I really want one thing from every one of you. Pause the video over here, attempt the question on Excel, and then you can unpause the video. Sir, what is this? Pause and unpause. Basically this, once you have pause and then you do unpause. This unpause I have just, I think just two days back. My youngest daughter, she said this to my son. So from there I got the idea that after saying pause the video, I should say unpause. So I think thanks to my daughter. So this is I learned from my daughter. So you need to pause the video, and then after attempting the question, you should unpause and watch the complete video. So meanwhile, I'm going to the Excel to solve this question for you. I think you must be enjoying this lectures. You should be. Look at this. I'm just not seriously. Look at one thing. I'm not just solving this shuttle question with you. What I've done, all the entire relevant rules I've explained you. Just if you go 2 minutes back and just think for a moment. Your teacher is not just teaching you these questions. While teaching these questions, while explaining this question, I have explained you all the relevant rules. It means this is a recap of the study also, which we have previously studied with me. Okay. So the question from my book is 43, and we are solving part A, and this is part A1. Okay. We need to calculate income. Just a minute, we need to calculate income tax liability. Income tax liability for shuttle. I think I'm right. Shuttle tax here. 202021. Wow. So salary is straightforward given to us. I have made the correction while reading the question for you. The amount of the salary is not 304. Sorry for that. It is 204. It is 204 is still a really healthy salary. Okay. Let me go for the accommodation benefit. We can calculate the accommodation benefit directly. Accommodation benefit. How to calculate the accommodation benefit? Let me take the basic benefit. Basic benefit. Annual rent is 7,000 in the current tax year. Shuttle has used this accommodation only for 3 months. Wow. Now add the additional benefit. Add the additional benefit. Add the additional benefit. Why we are calculating additional benefit? Because accommodation is an expensive accommodation. Sir, what do we mean by expensive accommodation? Only that accommodation is an expensive accommodation which was originally purchased for more than 75,000 by the company. That accommodation is an expensive accommodation. Wow, wow, wow. Why we are time apportioning for 3 months? Because in the current tax year, Shuttle has lived only for 3 months in this accommodation. So that's why I time apportion. So let's calculate employment income. Employment income. Employment income. So I should pray for my students. Everybody should get this much accommodation. This much employment income. Sorry. Oh my God. Sorry, boss. Sorry. Something is wrong. What is that wrong? So, So I was saying I should pray for my students. Then all of you should get this much employment. I would say even more than that. Okay. Let us deduct personal allowance. Personal allowance. What sort of allowance is this? No, for this I have to show the working as well. Because we need to show our marker why is getting entire personal allowance. Okay. Let us come here. Working one. Let me write the net income. Let me select this. I'll take this. From this net income, I have to deduct less gross PPC. Her gross PPC is 1,20,000. Okay. So here comes A and I, adjusted net income. I think we should pray to Allah that similar question like shuttle come, and I think 2 questions should be like shuttle so that we can easily pass the paper. Let me explain. The personal allowance is personal allowance is 12,500 because ANI is oh my god, what have I done? Just a minute. Because no, it's just like this, because ANI is less than 100,000. Great. So you have to now do this. 12,500. Oh my god, we need to deduct this. Great. Here comes the taxable income. Here comes the taxable income. Yes, great. So our taxable income is 1,95,641. Okay. Now let us increase the bands because of this gross PPC. Come on. Working two. Basic rate band. Actually, the basic rate band is having a limit of 37,500. Okay. Higher rate band. Higher rate band is having a limit of 1,50,000. Yes. Higher rate band is having a limit of 1,50,000. Let me write gross PPC, which is 120. Wow, which is 120. Here comes the new limits. That is so great and that is so easy. Alhamdulillah. That is so easy. It's as easy as ABC. Who says ATX is difficult? ATX is just fun. Taxable income is there. Now let's calculate income tax liability. Just write income tax. Okay. We need to tax. We have a taxable income of 1,95,641. Let me do one thing for you. You may like it or not. I have no idea. Great. Taxable income is 1,95,641, which means entire taxable income is falling in higher rate band. There is no issue of additional rate band. Okay. That's great. So what we need to do? Let me write basic rate band. No. Let's do one more thing. Let me improve our presentation. We'll take this. Okay. It has, what I did. Sorry. I became emotional. Let us use a tax rate 20%. Now I can do this. So we have tax 1,57,500, but our taxable income is 1,95,641. So how to get the remaining amount? Look at this. Select this. From this, I'll deduct 157,500. This is the remaining amount on which applicable tax rate is 40%. Applicable tax rate is 40%. Applicable tax rate is 40%. 40%. That's great. But this is not the final answer. Why? If you go back 10 or maybe 15 minutes back, we did discuss this lady has to pay tax on annual allowance charge as well, because her contribution is actually exceeding the available limit of annual allowance. So let me show one more working. Let's go for working 3. Wow. Let's go for working 3. Working 3. She became first member of registered pension scheme in tax year 1819. So obviously all the rules of pension and annual allowance, they are applicable from tax year 1819. Okay. Yes. So let me write the tax year. Let me take annual. Let me write annual allowance. Gross PPC, unused limit. Okay, tax year is 1819. Annual allowance is 40,000. So the total contribution, she contributed 9,000, employer contributed 4. Okay. So let us see what is the unused limit. From this we'll deduct this. Alhamdulillah. This is the unused limit 27. Again, let me explain why I'm not taking 1718, because she was not a member of tax year in 1718. Even though we did study this, unused limit can be carried forward for 3 years, and you can say so that when we count from 2021 and then the third year comes 1718. Because 1718, why it is not coming in my calculation? Because in the tax year 1718 she was not a member of registered pension scheme. If she were a member of registered pension scheme in 1718, I would have considered that year also in my calculation. I'm not considering in my calculation because she was not a member of the registered pension scheme in the tax year 1718. Okay. So that is good enough. I've explained you many times. Annual allowance limit is same. Okay. But this time the contribution is very interesting. Contribution, she contributed 38,000. Employer contributed 4,000. Okay. So what to do? This is very careful. You have to be very careful. What I'm doing, look at this. I'll take 40, and from this 40, I will deduct 40,000. Here comes the 0. Now remaining 2,000, I'm going to deduct from here. In the tax year 1920, the remaining 2,000, I'm going to deduct from that 27. Or you can do one more thing. What is it? Let me give you another presentation, which I think you may like it. Look at this. Instead of doing this, let's do one more thing. Wow, this is far more better than what I wanted to explain. This negative 2,000, great. Let me write this. You will like it, seriously. Brought forward unused limit for tax year 2021. Wow. That's great. That's going to be great. Seriously. Take this. Wow. What a nice. 25,000. That's great. And now just take tax year 2021. Annual allowance is 40. Okay, no. Let's take one more thing. Not doing this. Bit different. Let me change it. This is the current tax year. So current tax year. Annual allowance is 40,000. Okay, which means that available annual allowance limit for tax year 2021 is going to be 65. Okay, is going to be 65,000, and but the total contribution in the current tax year is 1,24,000. So annual allowance charge will come less the total contribution. The total contribution is 124, 1,20,000 she contributed, and 4,000 is contributed by the Dean Limited. So total contribution is 124. So definitely there is excess contribution. Let me put a negative sign over there. So here comes the annual allowance charge. annual allowance charge. On this annual allowance charge, she has to pay tax, and we need to just check entire amount. So on this 59,000, she has to pay basically tax, and this entire 59,000 actually falls in higher rate band, because look at this, her higher rate band limit is 2,70,000. Let me bold it for you. It is 270, okay, and her total income, taxable income, is 195,641. Even in 1,95,641, I add 59,000, it does not exceed 270. Repeat, the amount of annual allowance charge, which is 59,000, if I add that amount into 195,641, still it will not exceed 270, which means that not a single pound of annual allowance charge actually falls in additional rate band. So entire 59,000 actually falls in higher rate band. So what I'm going to do, now I need annual allowance charge over here. I need with a positive amount. So how to bring that positive amount? I'll take this negative, then I'll go over here. Okay. So here comes the, now what I'm going to do here, I'll mention the working 3. It was working 3, yes. I'll take this, and on this entire amount I'll apply 40%. Great. So now I can easily calculate her income tax liability. All I need is just add all these things. So here comes income tax liability. Great. We can use the sum formula. What do you say? Yes, we can use it. So actually her income tax liability is 70,356. We need to mention one more thing. What is that? We need to mention one more point over here, like working 4. Okay, and you have to mention example, otherwise you are going to lose 1 marks. Let me write the net income. Wow, what sort of a spelling is this? It happens when someone is so excited while teaching you guys, then it happens. This is my net income. Let me just deduct the gross PPC. Gross PPC, which is 120. Gross PPC is 120. Yes. This is also called threshold income. This is also called threshold income. Now you have to explain your examiner that annual allowance limit of 40,000 does not reduce because threshold income is not exceeding 2 lakh, and there is no need to check adjusted total income. If any one of us does not write this, if any one of us does not show working 4, okay, still your answer will be same, but your marks will not be same, and we need 2 things: correct answer and marks as well, because you have to mention these rules. It is an applicable rule on this question. You have to. So why we did not reduce annual allowance limit in current year tax at 2021? Because her threshold income is less than 200,000, and we have to mention one more thing: no need to check adjusted total income, because until and unless both the conditions are met, annual allowance limit does not reduce. So even single condition is not meeting, no need to check for another condition. You have to mention this is also in your answer. If you're not mentioning this, then you are losing easy marks. Majority of the student, when they get 48, 47 marks, these are the reasons. They're not mentioning these things in their answer, and they're assuming. Most of the student, they assume that what we assume, the marker knows this. Come on, he's a marker. He's not the palmist. He cannot sit in your mind while checking your question paper. That what was in your mind. So please, never assume that what you are assuming, marker knows that. You have to mention on the spreadsheet, on the MS Word, wherever it is appropriate. Okay. So this was all about point 1. Now let us go back and discuss point 2 of the requirement 2. What actually I would say written in point number 2. What poet, poetry. What poetry is written in point number 2? Now the time has come, we should discuss that. Let us come back here. Let's see, guys. Yeah. What is written in point number 2? Point number 2. It says calculate the amount of tax relief obtained by shuttle as a consequence of gross PPC of 120. You need to just tell her one thing. Actually, what benefit she is getting because of making gross PPC 120. What is the tax relief she is getting or she has obtained because of making gross PPC 120 contribution? So, 3 marks. You need to do one thing. Let us solve this same question again by ignoring gross PPC. So, then you can easily compare. Then you can easily tell the marker what benefit she is going to get. So let us solve the question again, and it will not take much time, and thanks to this spreadsheet or Excel. Let's solve it again by ignoring 120 gross PPC, and then let's see what happens. Let's see what happens if we ignore that gross PPC. Let's go back to the Excel. Here it comes. Okay. Point 2. Let's solve it. I'm calculating income tax liability by ignoring gross PPC 120. Great. Which means that let me write the net income over here. We can take the net income of this. So she is not contributing in gross PPC. It means personal allowance will not be available. Less personal allowance. Let me write in the bracket. ANI is more than 125. Okay. So personal allowance is actually 0. So taxable income. So net income becomes what? Taxable income. Great. There will be no increase in basic rate band limit. There will be no increase in high rate band limit because we are solving the same question by ignoring gross PPC 120. Okay. So let me go for income tax. Basic rate band is having a limit of 37,500. Let me write 20%, 20%. Here comes the lie, and now she's an additional rate taxpayer. It can be seen. Yes. So in high rate band we have a limit of 1,50,000. From this I'll deduct basic rate band. So tax rate is 40%. Okay. That is great. Now let's see how much is falling in additional rate band. Just deduct 150 from this. How did I get this 150? 37,500 from the basic rate band and 1,12,500 from high rate band. So this amount actually falls in additional rate band, which has an appropriate tax rate 45%, because that is employment income, which is a non-saving income. And when non-saving income falls in additional rate band, so obviously the applicable tax rate is 45%. Okay. So now let us check what is the total of her income tax liability by ignoring, gross PPC. So this is her income tax liability when we ignore gross PPC. Now let us deduct the income tax liability less income tax liability including gross PPC 120. Oh, sorry. Let's see what happens. Here is her income tax liability. If she contributes gross PPC, then the liability is lower than if she does not contribute in gross PPC. So, saving. The amount of the saving is this. But this is not the final answer. Why this is not the final answer? Actually, when you say that she has contributed gross 1,20,000 in PPC, so actually she has not exactly contributed 120. Because 120 is not the net contribution, it is written gross contribution, which means that 20% is actually paid by HMRC. Her actual contribution is only 80%. So that is also a relief. For example, you are saying that I have contributed 120, but if I come to know that out of that 120, 20% is paid by someone else. If 20% is paid by someone else, that is also a relief. So actual her contribution is not 120. She got the relief of 20% also. So let's take that relief also. Add tax relief on gross PPC. She did not actually contribute entire 120 by herself. 20% is actually paid by HMRC. Okay, so that is also a relief. So which means that total tax relief due to PPC, gross PPC. Gross PPC. So total tax relief due to gross PPC is going to be this. Great. So Alhamdulillah, we have done this question. So total tax relief due to gross PPC is 32,307. So that was the entire question, and this is, I think, maybe I would say 5th or 6th question of the kit which we are solving right now. And as I mentioned earlier, it's better to do the kit with the course rather than leaving the kit for the end of the course. Then it becomes very difficult to go for the kit. From the next video, inshallah, from the next lecture, inshallah, we'll start our trading income. Okay. And I just want you people do the homework which I have given you previously in previous videos. Complete the homework, okay? And wherever you get stuck, I'm always available on WhatsApp. You can always ask the question, no matter how silly question is that. I'm going to answer your questions, don't worry. And you are in safe hands, to be very honest. So thank you very much for watching this video. And anyone who is watching this lecture on YouTube, if he is interested to join my classes, you people are more than welcome. Alhamdulillah, I teach ATX, I teach SBR, I teach B4, I teach F9, F7, F6, F5. Alhamdulillah, many papers we teach. In my institute, we teach SBL also. That is Sir Saad Altaf. He is an excellent teacher of SBL, to be very honest. F8, Fahad Hassan teaches. He is the excellent teacher of F8 also. So for F4, we have a Saleh Surti is a lawyer. So Saleh Soratia, not the Surti, sorry. Saleh Soratia, he is a lawyer. So the entire team of ASA is equipped with professional experience and, to be very honest, very helpful teachers. We have Sir Muzammil. He's an excellent teacher for a number of papers, for entire FIA, F1, F3, F2, F3. Sir Muzammil is really good for F5, F7. So we have with us other teachers as well. We have many teachers. They are associated with ASA. So I just want to say thank you very much. If you have any queries, if you want to join my classes, you are more than welcome. So thank you very much for watching this video. Assalamu alaikum to everyone. So have a nice day, evening, night, and the life. Have a nice life. Thanks a lot. Assalamu alaikum.